This cup perfectly sums up how I feel about my life today. Not in the mood. Anyway, welcome to Unusually Horrid Blog. If this is your first time here, hi. Thank you for clicking on my thumbnail. I'm glad it got your attention. If you're not new, welcome back. This is gonna be a little bit different from my usual stuff because I'm just in a weird mood today. And honestly, all I really want to do is kind of just chill and like stare at my phone all day. And I had this idea anyway, so I thought today was like the perfect day to just do this. So let's preface a little bit. So the other day I was asking my sisters like what kind of content I should make for November, for the rest of November, since I was gone for most of it. So she had suggested obviously like a Thanksgiving craft, which I have one planned for later in the month. But I didn't really have any ideas at the time. So what I did was I just like YouTubed fall like Thanksgiving crafts. And I came across this video right here. Of course, it's a 5-minute crafts video because who else would it be, right? So obviously I threw the thumbnail up here for you, but I can't see it yet. That's an editing magic. Okay, so let's pull it up. This was a couple days ago, but it was 20 fall craft ideas. I can't spell. Craft ideas. Okay, here we go. It was 20 easy fall DIYs you will love. And in the thumbnail, you can see it's got like a leaf and a glass of water because nothing says Thanksgiving like a leaf and a glass of water. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I watched the first couple minutes of this video and like 2 or 3 crafts into it, I was like, no, I have to stop. These are ridiculous. I want to record myself reacting to the rest of these. However, I did want to share my reactions to the first couple that I saw because these content farms, man, I feel like it would be more effort to put the time and energy into these like obnoxiously ridiculous crafts than it would be to just like, I don't know, sit down and make like a competent craft video. Granted, you can't get as many of those out, and obviously clickbait wouldn't work as well. Clearly, the content farms love their clickbait, and it's channels like 5-minute crafts and Troom that I literally sit there and watch them. On Instagram, usually. I don't usually watch these videos on YouTube. I usually find them on Facebook or Instagram, but Troom and 5-minute crafts, they have like obviously we know that they're content farms. And Troom has obviously already gotten plenty of publicity, and honestly, so is 5-minute crafts, but like I've never done this video before, so it's new to me. Troom is like the #1 offender of like, is that even a craft? Is that even a prank? Like, what are you actually doing? Where I feel like sometimes with 5-minute crafts, I'll sit there and watch some and I'm like, oh, no, okay, that would like help a lot. Or like, oh, that's actually really cute. I'd love to make something like that. Even though it's really time consuming, I watched this one where they like built an entire dollhouse out of popsicle sticks and I was like, okay, but like that actually turned out really good. Anyway, let's jump into this video. So like I said, oh, it's popping me right back into where I left off. I'm gonna start the video over again. I've also never like watched their intro before because like I said, these are always like cropped videos on Instagram. I didn't know they made like a little 5. Okay, but let's get into this craft here. I'm gonna turn this volume off really quick. This was the one that like at the end of it, like you can see they're melting their wax. We're doing a little candle DIY here. Y'all know I love my candle DIYs, but the end of this one is what got me. So they put the little water balloon in and they make their little thing. Okay, I'm gonna pause this really quick because first of all, how is purple a fall color? Like lavender, sorry, purple, like dark purple, totally a fall color. How is lavender, like light lavender, like this little candle thing, fall? That was like my first thought. Also, it looks like an Easter egg. So at first I was like, how are these fall DIYs? That looks like an Easter egg. Anyway. So like obviously the idea of like melting down the rough edges on the little frying pan is a good idea. Like sort of a good idea because like you're gonna have to get the wax off that pan, and I've made enough candles to know that wax is frustratingly hard to get off of pretty much anything. So I mean, like, yes, but also no. Maybe don't do that right on a skillet like in the video. Maybe like run a plate under some hot water and do it on the bottom of the plate so that it's not ever gonna touch your food. Come on, people. This is what got me. So the very end of this clip, they like stick tea lights into these wax holders. That's gonna melt in on the candle. That was the one where I was like, okay, 5-minute crafts, what are you doing? Also, they have like little flowers inside. How is that a fall decoration? I feel like that was my main motivation for reacting to this video, really, because they're not fall. I was looking for like a nice Thanksgiving, like fall pumpkin, leaf, gourd, anything. No, we have lavender candles in a wax dome that will melt on top of your candle. So up next, we've got another candle craft. Okay, so my first issue with this as somebody who like actually makes candles for like a hobby, like that's something that I do regularly, stop putting crayons in your candle crafts. It's going to make it smell like a crayon. Now, if that's your thing, if you're like totally elementary school nostalgia, great, you want a candle that smells like a crayon, go for it. If you want your candle to not smell like your preschooler's pencil pouch, then avoid putting crayons into your candles. There's better wax melt dyes that are gonna make your candle a bit more vibrant, and they won't make it stink. So can we just like stop with that? Like, that's not a hack. Making candles out of crayons, barely a hack, in my opinion. Let's get on with the rest of this one. So we have another Easter egg here because nothing says fall like Easter. So now they're putting like the dinosaur in and closing it up. Oh, free him. Oh, they killed him. Okay. First of all, they just kill that dinosaur. Second of all, again, I feel like they don't think these things through. How are you gonna put a plastic dinosaur in a candle? First of all, putting a candle in a crayon is gonna make your candle smell like garbage. You know what's gonna make it smell worse? Burning plastic. What? Why? That's my biggest question. Why? Also, again, I recognize that they're like, let's get into it again. They're making it a dragon egg, and that is cool. Like, it's cool. It's a nice, cool craft. Why did they spray paint it? What was the point of putting the crayon in there? Okay, I stopped the video before this one was over because, like I said, I wanted to react it. So really the only one I saw was like the little wax cup that's like clearly gonna melt onto the tea candle. I didn't finish this one. What the hell was the point of wasting a perfectly good crayon? That was not a broken crayon. That was a full purple crayon. You wasted a perfectly good crayon to make your candle smell like crap, and then you spray painted it. First of all, I also have to question, like, lighting spray paint on fire seems like a bad idea to me. Not only is that also probably gonna make this candle smell 10 times worse than it's already about to smell, it's now like dangerous flammable instead of like candle flammable. So let's see. Oh yeah, okay. Oh my god, they didn't even hide the fact that the dragon or dinosaur or whatever gets its face burnt. Did you see that? Okay, let's look at that one again. Oh look, it's all melting down and you can clearly see that dragon's head is burnt. Don't put plastic toys into candles. That seems like 101 to me, but I don't know. Oh boy, we have more Crayola crayons in our candles. Okay, I've actually seen this one on Instagram. This one actually does turn out cute. This is one of the ones where I'm like, okay, that's not too bad. However, my main problem with this again is like, you're making this really cute like milkshake candle. It's gonna smell like crayons. I don't like the way crayons smell. Do other people like the way crayons smell? I'm not trying to judge. I'm really not. But if you like the way crayons smell, you should totally do these crafts because your whole house will smell like a preschool. Also, like none of these are all candle crafts. I get like candles big for fall, yes, but none of these have been fall themed candles. We've had like a Game of Thrones melt dragon's face candle, some weird spring like candle holder of wax, and then milkshakes. I'm totally in the mood for Thanksgiving, you guys. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and skip through some of this video just to see if they actually get to any like actual fall theme crafts. So I'm just gonna like drag my finger across and see, and then we'll go from there, I guess. And I've got an ad for TikTok. You know, I really hate being advertised things that I already like use. Like I hate getting Disney Plus ads. I hate getting TikTok ads. I hate getting ads for makeup I already own. It's like, what? You've already done your job. Leave me alone. Okay, so now we've got warm paraffin and cookie cutters, the number 12. Is this for somebody's birthday? Oh, are we making birthday candles? Because that's actually kind of cool. Oh, now they're 2 1s? How did we get 2 of these suddenly? Okay, we're melting it with a hairdryer. Okay, so there's two sides. Yeah, so they are making birthday candles. That's actually kind of fun. That would be, I don't personally think I would use paraffin for that, just personally. I would just use regular wax, but that's actually kind of a cute idea. I'm not gonna lie, that would be like a fun thing if you're like super mega Pinterest mom to do for like your kid's birthday party or whatever, especially like little birthday parties, because you kind of have full control over those themes. But again, birthdays, yes, you can absolutely totally have a birthday in the fall, but I'm struggling to find the relevance. Okay, so the one after that, this is one of the cute ones that I find on Instagram where I'm like, oh my god, that looks so cute. But like the effort. I've done little fairy gardens like this before, kind of, but not usually something that's just like standing on its own. And you don't show us where you get anything else. You literally only showed us how to make that bridge. Okay. Also, I'm lost here because that was like definitely like a plant pot decoration. How is that fall? That screams spring to me. This video is having an identity crisis. All right, let's fast forward here. Okay, it looks like we've got more like fairy house crafts. And it looks like a Christmas craft, maybe. Maybe. Okay, so I'm just starting here. They're making like a rake, and then you have like this little Christmas Zen garden. That's cute. Okay, but this is what I was like stopping for. So we've got some popsicle sticks here. The thing I don't like about using popsicle sticks for crafts is that sometimes it can be really hard to get your edges even. I've used a nail file before. Okay, so they're making a little table and they're gonna... Interesting. Okay, so they're like bending it, almost like basket weaving, putting it in the hot water. Oh, they're making a little sleigh. Okay, so we actually just like skipped completely over fall. We did tons of spring candles, spring and summer candles, and skipped directly over fall, and now we're at Christmas. Okay, cool. So 5-minute crafts. My question to you is, what's fall? What season is fall? What holidays happen in fall? I'm genuinely curious if you know. More Christmas crafts, more Christmas crafts. What is this? Okay. No, I have to rewind. What is happening here? Okay, so we have a little stick and a seashell. Again, nothing says fall like seashells. What is going on with this? Okay. Oh, it's the classic hot glue water fountain. This is another one, not this particular. That doesn't look good. Yeah, just stick it in a cup and put it on your shelf. That way no one can see the atrocity that you just created. Okay, I'm pausing. Let's talk about that one for a second. I have seen really nice hot glue waterfall crafts, and I think they've been from 5-minute crafts before, or, you know, one of their several other content farm twins. But I've seen ones that look good, where you really take your time with the hot glue and you make your little, like, rapids and everything, and it looks really nice. That looked like garbage. Like, what is that stringy? It just... Is it the clams from the shells? Did they die and they're, like, gooping out? Because that's, like... It looks more like that than it does a waterfall, okay? This kind of just turned me into absolutely roasting 5-minute crafts, but, like, you get what you deserve. You made your bed, lay in it. You make these really off-the-wall craft videos. Somebody with a craft channel or a part-time craft channel, well, they've been calling you out for years, and now it's my turn to call you out. Because none of these have been for fall, and all of them have been ridiculous. I'm still, like, desperately waiting for anything in this video that could be used for Thanksgiving. I think that's another thing that, like, really irks me about these content farms, right? Is that I hate clickbait. I hate clickbait. It's not something I ever personally want to use. I've been told to use clickbait to get more views. I hate that. I think it's gross. I think it's sleazy. Sorry, Philip DeFranco. I know that's basically how you built your channel. If it works for you, great. It's a huge pet peeve of mine. And why didn't they just call this like 20 candle crafts? Well, I guess they're not all candle crafts. Like, who's editing these videos? Who's putting the title on these videos? Why do these go together? I understand all the candle videos at first. Put a candle video together. Don't put a bunch of random, not fall-themed candles in with Christmas decorations and call it a fall video. You skipped fall. You went from like spring and summer candles straight to winter. There is something in between. Don't name your video fall if it has nothing to do with that. That's just pissing me off. So they moved from candle crafts to popsicle stick crafts, and it looks like we're getting into some paper crafts, because as I was like sliding my finger along, I saw the like really classic like snowflake, and that's like everything past that I've scrolled through so far has been a paper craft. So let's go ahead and look at this one. Okay, so we've got our little green sheet here. I think this is, from when I was scrolling through this, I think this is another Christmas craft, which just name your videos what they're about. Please, if I ever have a video where the title has absolutely nothing to do with my content, can you please call me out in the comments? Or should I just make the title of this something completely random that has nothing to do with my video? I'll name it 35 Spring Outfits. I mean, it makes sense according to 5 Minute Crafts, right? But yeah, we have another Christmas craft here, which is fine. We're coming into that time. I'm gonna need some inspiration here. Not that I'm gonna sit there and hand make a bunch of cards, because that seems tedious, although it did turn out cute. See, I feel like with the paper crafts, you're kind of on a fail-safe, right? Like, I mean, we've been doing paper crafts since elementary school. Obviously, I'm sure there's plenty of elementary schoolers that are watching these videos, but I feel like out of this video, the paper crafts are probably the most doable. So yeah, you get like some of these cute like bauble-y ones. We'll just show like the end of that one. Like, that's cute. It kind of reminds me of a Polish star. This is a Polish star if you don't know. I am a quarter Polish. My mom is a first-generation American. She's half Polish, half German. And we keep a lot of those traditions alive, especially during the holidays. So my family likes to make a lot of these Polish Christmas stars. I think I've only made like 2 in my whole life. They're super tedious and glue gets everywhere. And nothing in the world compares to sticky hands on my annoyance level. So I tend to avoid making the Polish stars because of how much glue is involved. And looking at these Christmas balls from 5 Minute Crafts, it looks like just as much glue is involved. So as cute as it is, I'll probably avoid it. But like I said, these paper crafts in this video seem to be like the most achievable and realistic. And also closest to fall, I guess. But yeah, so that was kind of just like my little rant on content farms and how utterly ridiculous they are that they get away with this all the time. And I mean, it's like, whatever. Like, get that bag, right? But can you just name your videos what they're about? Like, that's all I'm asking. Continue to make your ridiculous crafts that make no sense and are half the time really ugly, but can you just please name them what they're supposed to be? Please. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this like ranty video about 5 Minute Crafts and like watching how ridiculous some of these were. I hope you learned not to put crayons in your candles if you don't want them to smell like kindergarten. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I will have actual Thanksgiving crafts later in the month. And yeah, have a good day. Have a good night. Unusually Horrid out. Okay, bye!